Hello everyone, this is Vivek Parma. Welcome you all in Academatics. So here I am going to start real numbers. I think many of you might be knowing what is real number, right? Let's see. This is a set of this is a set of numbers which includes rational and irrational numbers, right? A set of numbers which includes rational and irrational numbers is said to be real number, and we denote real numbers by n. So notation of real number is n. Let's see some examples of real numbers. -4, -3, 0, 1, 2, under root of 4, under root of 5, and it's etc. Right? So this is a real number. Further, we will know the most important theorem of real number, which is Euclid's division lemma, right? See, Euclid's division lemma. How many of you know what is this lemma? First we discuss this lemma, right? Lemma. This is a proven statement. This is a proven statement which is used for proving another statement, right? So लेमा क्या है? एक ऑलरेडी प्रूवन स्टेटमेंट है जो किसी दूसरे स्टेटमेंट को प्रूव करने में यूज करा जाता है, राइट? सो व्हाट यूक्लिड्स डिवीजन लेमा सेज, लेट्स सी. For given two positive integers, say these two positive integers are a and b, where this a is greater than b, right? So for given two positive integers a and b, there always exist two other positive integers. Say these two positive integers are q and r, such that a equal bq plus r. Right? Also you can write over here 0 greater than less than, sorry, remainder greater than equal to 0 and less than to b. What is b here? What is b here? This is our divisor, right? इट मीन्स कि आपने डिवीजन के बहुत सारे केसेस में देखा होगा कि रिमाइंडर मे बी ग्रेटर देन 0 और इक्वल टू 0, right? But it is always less than to divisor, right? So next we will discuss how this works to two positive integers when we need to find HCF, right? Let's see. Before applying Euclid's division lemma to A and B, we will discuss algorithm. Euclid division algorithm, right? What is this is what this algorithm is, right? This algorithm is a step which gives us a procedure to solve a problem, right? So see, if we have two positive integers are a and b, where a greater than b, right? If this b divides a completely, in that situation this b will be our divisor, right? Even you can say this will be our HCF if this b divides a, right? So see, step first, apply Euclid's division lemma. Euclid's division lemma to A and B, right? If B divides A completely, then B will be our divisor, or you can say HCF of A, right? Step 2, if B divides A and there exists some remainder, right? Some remainder, then we apply division lemma to B and R. let's see here. If we have given two numbers like 96 and 30, right, and you have to find SCF of these two numbers by applying Euclid division lemma, right? So how will you apply this algorithm to these two numbers? Let's see. 96, because this 96 will be here dividend, and this will be divided by 30, which is 30 is here divisor 30, right? So how many times this 30 will divide 96 by leaving some remainder? So this 30 into 3 plus 6, right? 30 into 3, 90 plus 6, 96. If this here, here our remainder is what? 6. So in that case, if our remainder doesn't become 0, then we will apply Euclid division lemma to 30 and 6, right? So for the next step, this 30 becomes our dividend, right? And this remainder becomes our divisor. And here this 6 will divide 30 by 5 times, right? And here this 6 remainder, this 6 leaves remainder 0, right? So SCF for 96 and 30 is here 6. So we will continue this process until the remainder is 0, right? And the step, and which step you got your remainder is 0, this divisor will be your HCF, right? For next, take some next example. 96 if you have given two numbers 96 and 20, then you have to find HCF by applying Euclid division lemma. Here 96 equal 24, sorry, 20 into 4 plus 16, right? And for the next step, this 20 will become our dividend and this 16 will become our divisor. So write it right over here, 16 into 1 plus 4, right? Here still our remainder is not 0, so we will apply this process till the remainder is 0, right? So for the next step, this 16 become our dividend and this 4 will become our divisor. So here 4 into 5 plus 0. So here our remainder becomes 0, right? So the SCF of 96 and 20 is here 4, right? So the step at which you got your remainder 0, your divisor becomes your SCF, right? And for your kind information कि जितने भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं मतलब इस जितने भी कॉन्सेप्ट्स और एप्लीकेशंस मैं यहाँ पर डिस्कस करूँगा, राइट? देन आफ्टर देन मैं एनसीईआरटी के सारे एक्सरसाइजेज, रियल नंबर्स के जितने भी एक्सरसाइज हैं मैं उन्हें डिस्कस करूँगा, राइट? और वहाँ पे जितने भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, डाउट्स हैं, क्वेश्चंस हैं, सारे जितने अभी इस सेशन में डिस्कस करेंगे इस एप्लीकेशंस और कॉन्सेप्ट्स को, वहाँ पे उन क्वेश्चंस पे अप्लाई करना सीखेंगे, राइट? सो यहाँ पे हम सिर्फ कॉन्सेप्ट्स और एप्लीकेशंस को जानते हैं और वहाँ पर इन सारे को अप्लाई करना सीखेंगे, राइट? One more most important theorem of the real number is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental, fundamental, sorry. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic, right? So it says, this theorem says, for sorry every composite number, right? Every composite number can be written as product of prime numbers, right? First, you know what is composite number? Numbers which have more than two factors, right? Which is known as composite number. So let's some example to understand better. Here, let this 20 can be written like 2a square into 5. So I have break this 20 as the product of primes, right? Take another number which is 36, right? So this is 2a square into 3a square. Again 9, this is 4, and this is 9 into 4, 36. So every composite number, right, present in this universe can be written as the product of prime numbers, right? So this is the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, and we will learn to use this when we apply finding LCM and HCF. We will express the product of prime numbers there, right? So now we will discuss LCM and HCF, right? As we all know, LCM, least common multiple, and HCF, highest common factor. But we will see how we use this differently, right? So what is LCM here? Least common multiple. This is the product of highest power of each prime factor, right? What? This is the product of highest power of each prime factor. Let's see some example. You have to find the LCM of 48 and 72. So right here 48, and you need to write 40 as the product of prime factors, right? So this can be written over here 2 to the power 4 into 3. Here this is 8 into 16 into 3, right? And 72 as 2 to the power 3 into 3 square, right? So this is 8 and this is 9, right? So what LCM says, this is the product of highest power of each prime factor. So see here highest power of 2 is what? 2a square, right? So LCM is highest power 2, and the highest power of 3 is 3a square, right? So this is our here 16 into 9. This will become 144, right? So the LCM of 48 and 72 is 144. And LCM. And one most important thing is what? If you have given two positive integers and you are set to find LCM, right? Say these two positive integers are a and b, right? So in this case LCM will be, if here, if a greater than b, right, then if b divides a, right, if b divides a completely, right, then LCM will be a. If b doesn't divide a, in that case the LCM will be multiple of a, right? See here, great example, 48 and 72. Here 72 is greater than 48, so this 48, right, here this 48 doesn't divide 72 completely, so this 72 won't be the LCM. So for finding LCM of these two numbers we will check the multiple of 72, right? So 72 into 1, 72, 72 into 72 into 2, 4, 4, right? So here we see this 144 is divisible by 48, right? So in this case this 144 will be our LCM, right? So in this way you can also find the LCM, right? Now we see SCF. This is the product of a smallest power of each common prime factor, right? So let's see how we calculate HCF for given numbers. We have some numbers 36, 16, 20, and we need to find HCF. So write this 36 as the product of primes. So this will be 2a square into 3a square, right? Here 4 into 9, 36. This 16 will be 2 to the power 4, right? And this 20 will be 2a square into 5. So what is the common factor over here? Let's check 2, right? And what is the smallest power of 2 is 2, right? So the SCF will be 2 square, that is 4. Right? Check for some examples, taking 48 and 72, right? Find the HCF. So write this as 2 to the power 4 into 3 and 72 as 2 to the power 3 into 3 square. Let's see. Here common factors are 2 and 3. So the smallest power of 2 is 3, right? So right here, right over here, 2 to the power 3, and the smallest power of 3 is 1. So right over 3, right over here 3. So this is what? 8 into 3, 24. So in this way we find HCF, right? So HCF will be 24. And we have another way for finding the HCF is if we have given two numbers, right? Like A and B, right? Where A is greater than B, right? If this B divides A, then B will be HCF. If this B doesn't divide A, then HCF will be the factors of B, right? Let's see, for these are both for the examples 48 and 72, right? So here 72 is greater than 48, and this 72 is not divisible by 48 completely, right? So we will check here 48 and write this 40 as write the factors of 48 over here. So factors will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24 and 48, right? So see, highest common factor, we know HCF highest common factor. See which highest common factor divides these two numbers. Here highest common factor of 48 is 48, which doesn't divide both the numbers. This 40 is divisible, right? But 72 is not. So let's check for the another highest common factor. Here is 24, right? See, this 24 divides 48 completely and 72 completely as well. So this 24 will be HCF, right? So in this way we will also find the HCF. Here for your kind information, आप में से बहुत ऐसे हैं जिनको फैक्टर्स लिखने में प्रॉब्लम होती है, राइट? उन्हें फैक्टर्स को लिखने के लिए उन्हें नंबर्स याद करने पड़ते हैं, राइट? सो लेट्स चेक हियर. हमने यहाँ पर 48 के फैक्टर्स कैसे लिखे हैं? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, राइट? सो the two numbers when which multiplied and become the numbers which is being factorized, right? So here 48 is being factorized and the product of 6 and 8 is 48, right? So for the remaining factors, how will I write over here? So left these two numbers and for finding another factors, write the remaining factors by dividing 1 by 1. So let's see how we write over here 12. Divide this 48 by 4. We write over here 12. For the next number, divide this 48 by 3. We write over here 16. Divide this 48 by 2. We have written over here 24. And divide this 48 by 1. We have written over here 40, right? So in this way you can write the factors. I think this will help many of you, right? So next we will discuss, और जितने भी प्रॉब्लम्स है मैं इन सारे एप्लीकेशंस को अच्छे से क्वेश्चंस पे अप्लाई करना सीखेंगे, राइट? अभी मैं सिर्फ यहाँ पे कॉन्सेप्ट्स को डिस्कस करता हूँ और जितने भी एप्लीकेशंस हैं सारे को मैं जब क्वेश्चन एनसीईआरटी के प्रॉब्लम्स एक्सरसाइज सॉल्व कराऊंगा देन वहाँ पर हम लोग सीखेंगे, राइट। सो नेक्स्ट कुछ डिस्कस करते हैं, रैशनल एंड इरेशनल। व्हाट इज रैशनल, राइट। सो रैशनल नंबर, as we all know, what is rational? Any number of the form p upon q, right? Any number of the form p upon q where q does not equal to 0 and p and q are integers, right? So let's some examples, and we denote this rational number by q, right? So notation is notation of notation rational number is capital Q, right? Let's see example. 1/4, 3, 2, etc. right? ये सब क्या है? सब rational numbers हैं, right? Here we will not see only examples, right? In this real number we will discuss how we write the decimal expansion of rational number. The possible expansions of rational numbers are following, right? First, any decimal expansion which terminates, what is this term terminates? Something that ends up, right? मतलब डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन के बाद वो नंबर खत्म हो रहा हो, राइट? सो एनी डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन which it terminates is also a rational number, right? And second, decimal expansion which is non-terminating but repeating, right? You can say this repeating as recurring, right? अपने बुक्स में बहुत जगह recurring भी लिखा देखा होगा, right? So any decimal expansion which terminates, and second, decimal expansion which is non-terminating but repeating. Any numbers which have these two types are said to be rational. Let's see some examples of these two expansions. I have written over here 0.5, right? 0.28. ये सब क्या है? ये सब इनका डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन क्या हो रहा है? टर्मिनेट हो रहा है, मतलब कि आगे कोई नंबर पॉसिबल है, मतलब कोई नंबर है ही नहीं, राइट? सो दिस टू नंबर्स आर रैशनल एंड सो ऑन, बहुत सारे नंबर्स पॉसिबल है। ये फर्स्ट के लिए एग्जांपल्स था, सेकंड के लिए डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन विच इज नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग बट रिपीटिंग। देख लो आप 0.312 डॉट, राइट? यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो कि ये नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग है, राइट? मतलब ये इन्फिनिटी तक भी जा सकता है, पॉसिबल है, बट ये क्या है? रिपीटिंग है ना, आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर 312 ऐसे भी लिख सकता हूँ, सॉरी 0.312, और यहाँ पर बार भी यूज कर सकता हूँ, राइट? बार ओवर हियर 312, सो दिस इज ऑल्सो रैशनल नंबर, राइट? सो ये सारे एप्लीकेशन और कंसेप्ट को हम बहुत अच्छे से डिस्कस करेंगे प्रॉब्लम्स पर, जब हम एनसीईआरटी के प्रॉब्लम डिस्कस करेंगे। सेकंड क्या था अब? इरेशनल नंबर। व्हाट इज इरेशनल? एनी नंबर विच इज नॉट रैशनल, राइट? इज इरेशनल, बट यहाँ पर हम इरेशनल के डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन को जानेंगे, राइट? So what will be the decimal expansion are possibles for irrational numbers, right? Let's check. Let's see. Any number which is non non-terminating and non-repeating, right? Any number which is non-terminating and non-repeating are said to be irrational number. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पर मैंने कोई नंबर लिया 0.1236954 डॉट 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 डॉट, राइट? यहाँ पर क्या है? डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग है, राइट? और यहाँ पर देख सकते हो कि इसका डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन में कोई नंबर है क्या जो रिपीट कर रहा है? कोई नहीं ऐसा नंबर है जो रिपीट कर रहा है, राइट? सो ये क्या है पॉसिबल है? इसका डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन क्या हो सकता है? दिस इज टाइप ऑफ इरेशनल नंबर, राइट? लेट्स से फॉर नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल 7.32149 डॉट 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 डॉट, ये सब क्या है? इरेशनल, राइट? So let's see for some concepts of rational and irrational. Let x be any number which is of the form 1 upon 2 to the power n 5 to the power m, where let x be any number which is of the form 1 upon 2 to the power m and 5 to the power m, where n and m are positive integers, right? Positive integers. Then their decimal expansion will be terminating right? इस एक फर्स्ट केस था और सेकंड केस let x be any number which is of the form 1 upon 2 to the power m and 5 to the power m, where let x be any number which is not of the form. यहाँ पर इंसर्ट कर सकते हो not of the form 1 upon 2 to the power n 5 to the power m, where n and m are positive integers. Then their decimal expansion will be non-terminating but repeating, right? Let's see some examples for these two cases, right? 17/8 here, 17/8. आप यहाँ पे चेक करो कि इसका डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन में सॉरी टर्मिनेटिंग होगा या नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग रिपीटिंग होगा। यहाँ पे क्या पॉसिबल है, राइट यहाँ पर क्या 17/8, सो आई कैन राइट ओवर हियर 17/2 टू द पावर क्यू, राइट यहाँ पर क्या 2 है, राइट इट मीन्स कि इसका डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन क्या होगा, टर्मिनेटिंग होगा, राइट। मैं और कोई नंबर ले लेता हूँ 3/21, इसका डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन क्या पॉसिबल है, टर्मिनेटिंग होगा या नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग होगा, नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग रिपीटिंग होगा। आप यहाँ पर क्या देख सकते हो 3 × 7, दिस विल कैंसल हियर 1/7, इसके डिनोमिनेटर पार्ट, राइट हियर neither 2 nor 5 exist, so the decimal expansion of this expression will be non-terminating but repeating, right? So the real numbers को यहाँ क्लोज करते हैं, इतने ही सारे आपके इस चैप्टर्स में पढ़ने हैं,